30 years ago, I went to work on an older people's ward as a mental health nurse. One night, around 9 p.m, the ward sister said she wanted 30 patients up and dressed for 7 a.m. These were older people. They were retired, and I thought it was cruel, and why couldn't they have a lie-in? I was always given the excuse that they enjoy a cooked breakfast. They go to bed early, and they look forward to it. To some extent, I could agree. I like a cooked breakfast myself. So for a while I went along with it, but they soon stopped providing eggs, bacon, mushrooms and tomatoes, and they switched to porridge, cornflakes and toast. Just picture it. On a dark, cold winter's morning, 3 staff trying to get 30 patients up, washed and dressed. That's 10 patients each, and some patients needed the help of 2 members of staff. Then to do that with dignity and respect, you needed to start waking people up at 5:30 in the morning, all for a breakfast that could be provided and served at any time. I strongly objected to it, and I argued about doing it, and I soon found myself moved off that ward and moved on to another ward. After being on that other ward for 6 months, the ward sister said she was really pleased with the way that I'd worked with people, and she commented that she was surprised given that I'd gone there with a reputation of being militant. It was a shock to know that I'd gained myself that reputation, all because I challenged the system and refused to make older people get out of bed so early when I didn't feel it was right. I've always been passionate about treating people with respect. I'm thinking, if that was my mum, my sister, my daughter, how would I want them treated? I've lived my career strongly upholding my values, and it's never done me any harm, and it stood me in good stead throughout my 40 years in the NHS as a nurse. I'm currently considering retirement, also having been diagnosed and treated for cancer and unsure about the future prognosis. It's comforting to look back. As a nurse, in all the roles that I've had over those years, I know that I've always tried my best to do the right thing and I put in the patients first. My career's been good and it's been very rewarding because it's enabled me to live my values at every opportunity. And more important at this time, now more than ever, in my career it still does. Putting the patient first and foremost, and supporting my colleagues to do the same, is never wrong, and I've never let anyone tell me differently.